Well, hi, everybody. This is a stay-at-home grandma, and I am here, not bringing a review, not cooking, not doing anything, because I cooked enough for 2 nights. Just felt like talking. This juice is good, but I need some ginger ale. All right, so to add insult to injury, it's not insult to injury. Let me just take it on. It's just what happens, okay? I get a call from my cousin today, and she informs me that one of our friends that we grew up with, one of our male friends, actually, I was friends with his wife. She died of cancer, I believe, okay? And his son, his youngest son, hi, how you doing? You have a migraine? Okay. All right. Took some medicine for it. Put a warm towel over your head too. Sometimes I used to do that with my oldest daughter. Yeah, well, I haven't even finished yet because first last week I lost my grandson. Then my nephew, I don't know him, but he's my nephew still because even though I'm not married to his uncle, I'm still part of the family. So he died. He committed suicide. Well, today, my best friend's he was my best friend. Now he's not so much my best friend. Now he's still my friend now. They found his son dead. I think that he was sick, though. If I'm not mistaken, I think he came home from teaching in California to be with his dad. So, I'm thinking that he was sick anyway. But I'm telling you, they're going off like flies, and all of them are like my daughter's age or close to it. Hey, I bring it. How you doing? I've been watching yours, and I've been trying to catch up with Ola Joe and everything like that. Excuse me one minute. I'm gonna get some ginger ale. And it just is amazing that these kids are not okay. My daughters are 56 and 57, I believe, because my son would have been 54. Okay. My youngest daughter is 45. It's alarming how young they are. And how depressed some of them are, too. But anyway, this I got from Aldi's yesterday, the citrus twist. I like these. They're like the Sprite, only they're not as sweet. So I'm going to talk about my schedule. So I'm going to schedule it for Friday night. Okay, I'll bring it. What time does well, first of all, what time does yours go on? Because I know that you do yours on Friday night as well. But what time? Because I don't want to overlap you either. So if you would tell me what time you go on, I can go after. Because your music night's Thursday night, right? Am I correct in saying that? Excuse me. Oh, from 6 to 7? Because I was going to make mine from 8 to 9. You know what I'm saying? So that I will not overlap yours. Because if I don't get on right away, I do get on, and I like your cooking techniques and stuff. Ooh, I'm telling you, it has been a rough day. So I'll go on after you because I like going on with you anyway if I can. So now we're coming down to the end of the rope. So the insurance company has got us programmed for the 7th of December, but we're not sure we're going to get out of there. So we don't know what to do at this point, because they haven't filed everything that they're supposed to file and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm going to let the insurance company handle it. I'm tired of them. Part of me, I love this house, but I want to go home. But I also want to go home to a complete house. And I've noticed some things. I have to go through the whole house tomorrow, but I've noticed some things that they're kind of doing, but not doing, or kind of what did over some things that they should have taken apart and done, because it's in the contract. And I read the contract. But anyway, let's talk about the schedule. So I'm going to do mine on Friday night from 8 to 9 or 8 until we get tired and go to bed. I'm going to cook on Saturday again. I'm going to do my shopping reviews, but who knows when I'm going to go shopping, because I don't have a date for that. I'm going to start next week with, how to make your all-purpose flour, things like that, and whatever cake mixes that you can make with what you have in the house. And I'll probably do that on a Wednesday, I think, either Wednesday or Tuesday. I'm going to email the insurance man tonight and see if he can come on possibly Wednesday of next week. I just wanted to kind of talk to everybody. And everybody's not going to be able to come there, but I think that it's impertinent information because, he, just like I said, doesn't do Medicaid. He does all insurance. And I'm finding out that some insurances are a lot cheaper than others. Although I have Medicare, and then I have Chant VA. So, but other people need to learn about what they can do for insurance so they can have some insurance. Now, here in this state, I don't know if every state has it, if it's one government thing, or is this government U.S. here, in Delaware. I also wanted to know, everybody go to the election polls. I don't vote for the primaries because I am an independent voter. So I only vote once. And I really do. That's the only thing that kind of bothers me, but I don't mind being independent because some Republicans, right now I don't really like anybody, but we won't talk about that. I'm just wondering what shenanigans they have for us as voters. And hey, House of Entertainment, how you doing? Did you go to my page where I had the reading of a piece of your book? Just wondering. And I see that you're going on another cruise in 6 months. That's going to be nice. I can't wait to see you out there, and although I'll be honest with you, Ola Joe, please do not lynch me on this one. I do not like sailing. Okay? It's not that I don't like boats, because we used to have a boat. We don't anymore. But we used to have a boat, and I would go out with him and stuff like that. I've been on other boats. I just don't see the necessity in it, okay? Because let me tell you what I did. My friend of mine and I, we went to one of those weekend cruises. I said, I'm gonna try it. Didn't get sick, anything, whatever. But once we were going to Nova Scotia. We went from Maine to Nova Scotia. Yeah, I know. I knew you were going to be shocked. hope you don't divorce me on that one. So we went from Maine to Nova Scotia. And it was nice. But after we got out in the water, I'm saying, and they had a lot of things to do. You know what I mean? They had card games and shuffleboard, and they had entertainment and everything like that. But I'm looking at the water and going, why? But the second time I went, my girlfriend and I, one of my girlfriends and I went. In fact, my best girlfriend, we went with her brother and a whole bunch of other people. And we went for a weekend, and we went to Nova Scotia again. Okay? And again, I said, why? Now, everybody pretty much got sick on that boat except for me and a couple of other people. Okay? So my husband's friend puts together, what is he, Navy, I think? I think he's Navy, because I know he was on a ship. I'll find out what ship he was on, Joe, and I'll tell you next time. I want to say the USS Constitution, but I don't think that that's what it is. I think that that's somebody else that's clouding my judgment. Well, anyway, they go every 2 years on a cruise. So he asked me a few years ago, and I said, well, now I can't go because I had a stroke and I need to have certain types of situations where I can breathe and blah, 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 so forth and so on. Okay. But maybe he thinks I'm going to change my mind. My husband said he can go if he wants to. Okay. And so we talked about it, and I said, no, I'm not going. I can't go. I have to have doctors and everything like that. And if I have like breathing problems, I have to get a shot, or whatever. If I go into not respiratory failure, but what's the other one? It has to do with my panic attacks and stuff like that. I have to, he's like, well, you can do that. And I'm like, no, I'm not going. So we left it alone. A couple of years later, he asked me again. He doesn't ask me now, but finally he got it and he said, I'm not going. But it isn't that I'm afraid of boats, because I'm not. It isn't that I'm afraid of the water, because if I drown, I drown. Either way, you can't deal your own fate. Your fate is what happens to you. But I just don't see the necessity. I just don't like. And then what's really got to me is the fact that you've been to Nova Scotia. It's pretty up there. It's got all these people, hundreds of people, and they have things for them to do, but no. And I think mostly I've come to realize that it's mostly all the people. I have come to the realization that I have never liked being around crowds of people, and that's what it is. But I almost, because we're having a crafting cruise with some of my fellow YouTubers, and it's in February. I almost got talking into that, but two things. Number one, if they're crafting kindergarten things, I ain't doing it. Okay? And still, it's a lot of people. I like going on a plane, travel for 4, 5, 6 hours, get down, get off, go do what I got to do. I can't. Hey, Wellness Frugal Mama, how you doing? What's up? I probably should have had this on live so that everybody could come in if they wanted to. I will Friday night. But I'm telling you, I tried to do the cruise thing twice, and it just didn't work for me. And some people, it just doesn't. So, Ola Joe, I love you dearly, but you can keep your boat. But I'm like, who knows? I might change my mind in my old age. Like, I ain't old now, but hey. I might live to be like 90 or something like that and say, I think I'll go on a cruise. I doubt that seriously, but we'll see. So anyway, What's up, Wellness Frugal Mama? What you doing? I love you in spite of, we're going to have differences and stuff like that. We're going to agree to disagree, but we still love each other. That's why I refuse to talk politics. Okay? I refuse. That's all I'm saying. But I hope that everybody, if they did vote in your state, today, but whatever those primaries are, that you had a chance to vote. And bring it, I know you voted. I know you voted because you're very civic minded. But like I said, I can't vote because I'm a liberal. I'm an independent voter, so I can't vote in the primaries. So I guess we got we got 2.5 weeks till Thanksgiving. Can you believe that? Hey Kenneth, how you doing? What's up? We got 2.5 weeks to Thanksgiving. Can you believe that? I have to really kind of sit down and figure out who. I know that my husband's friend's coming because his wife goes out of town with her kids. I know that one of my friends and her 2 kids are coming. I know that my grandchildren are coming. I don't know anybody else. I haven't even thought about it. So whoever comes, they can just come grab a chair and grab a plate and just eat. The only thing that I have in my mind right now is what I'm going to do with the turkey. I imagine I will probably go shopping in another week or stuff like that and get maybe string beans. I like them. Maybe mashed potatoes and sweet potatoes. Potatoes and sweet potatoes. I don't make desserts like that. Unless like my granddaughter may want pecan pie again, so I might make that for her. But other than that, I'm not a dessert maker, so I'll let one of my friends do that. Make the desserts. My friend that's coming with her 2 kids, she makes some slamming desserts. So why try to match something that she perfects? You know what I'm saying? So again, my knitting is going to be on Friday night. Thursday night, I am going to. Ola Joe, you'll thank me for this one. You'll like this. I am going to my classes on Thursday night to learn how to crochet. She was not there last month because she had a cold or something, but she'll be there this month because we only go once a month. But that's good enough for me. And I want to learn how to crochet. Why I want to learn how to crochet, okay, is because I know how to knit and everything like that, but you have those little round doilies and those square lacy doilies that you can probably do knitting, but not as perfect as with crocheting. I'm excited too, because I want to make those doilies. My mother made the best doilies, and I don't know what possessed me not to learn crocheting. I just told her I wanted to learn how to knit, and I'm upset about that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get like a couple of us, learn how to crochet first, and then get a couple of patterns and start to make the doilies from there. You know what I'm saying? So that I can learn how to make them and stuff like that. And then I can, because they're coming back in, people used to have in their little tables, their night tables and the tables in the living room and stuff like that, they'd have that and then have a lamp on it or a plant or something like that. And they're coming back. And they're very pretty too. And I'm a girly girl, so I like girlish things. You know what I mean? And I don't really think you have to be a girly girl to like anything, that's clean and pretty and different, you know? So I just think that, your house, your rules, if you want to make it look different, if you want to work on the light switches, and if you want to work on excuse me. Oh, excuse me. But this has been in here underneath of my chest for about maybe an hour and a half, and it finally came out. If you want to have different things and different colors and whatever, you should have whatever you want in your home. Because at the end of the day, you stay there, so you should make your surroundings as pretty as you can, And it doesn't take a lot of money either. It really doesn't. So what's everybody cooking for dinner? My dinner is last night's dinner or the chicken soup that I made. I'm not cooking a meal every night anymore. It's too much on me. So I'll cook either 3 meals or 2 meals. But I like to cook, don't get me wrong. But it's a pain in the behind when it's just for 2 people. But he pretty much likes my cooking, so I guess I can't complain. So what am I doing? Oh, I want to ask House of Entertainment something, but I forgot what it was I wanted to ask them. I don't know. My today has been like a kind of a day. So anyway, that's really all I came in to talk about. I'm going to come on Friday night. I'm going to try to put together a schedule again. Pray that nothing happens at least for 2 or 3 weeks. Give us a break here. Okay, that's all I ask. Because it's been just a whirlwind of things. Nothing that you can control, of course. Nothing that I want to even attempt to control. But you know how that goes. So anyway, come up with any ideas or anything like that, just email me. And I will talk to you all later. I love you. Take care. God bless. Stay safe. Hold your family close. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.